Look, to remind you, the bank is supposed to keep inflation at 2%. It's 6.7%. It's a 31-year high. So what is the strategy behind this? Is it all the bank's fault? And what are the other big takeaways from the debate? The press galleries here. Robert Benzie, the Toronto Star's Queen's Park bureau chief. Michelle Carbert, parliamentary reporter with The Globe. And our special guest, Rick Peterson, chair of Peterson Capital, co-founder of Centerized Conservatives, and a former two-time Conservative leadership candidate himself. Rick, let's start with the bank thing, and then we'll widen out. Mr. Poilievre has made the big headline saying that he'd fire Tiff Macklem, the governor of the bank. What's your take on this strategy? Why is he doing this? Why is this so central to his campaign?
Pierre's on message, Evan, and campaigns and debates are about messaging. There is no doubt about that. I work in the capital markets, and my inbox was flooded with people this morning kind of rolling their eyes on that, going like, what is this all about? But it follows a line that he's been consistent on, Evan. He's got the headlines from everybody. He's at the top of your show. So I think he's succeeded in one aspect, at least, is getting attention to his core campaign messaging. Okay,
but just put on your other hat. Is it a damaging thing to do economically? Put on your business hat.
I just saw a post from Kelly McParland, rash, reckless, and dangerous. I mean, yeah, this is ludicrous. This is just off the charts. There is absolutely no way that a G7, G20 country should be led. No, let me back up. G7 or G20 countries should have a political say in the bank and government role. So, I mean, that's key. That's absolutely key.
Benz and then Michelle, what did you make of his call, both the political strategy and then maybe is it damaging on a substantial level?
I mean, it was clearly a strategy, Evan, because remember, he's been kind of creeping toward this, and then he made it in his opening remarks, I think it was. I mean, he clearly feels this will help him sell memberships, and he may be right. He's getting a lot of oxygen out of it. But of course, as Rick Peterson says, it is unusual, let's just say, for a political candidate of a mainstream party to be suggesting that an independent body like the Bank of Canada governor be removed. I mean, inflation is not only happening here in Canada, and I have to tell you, one of the things that undermines Mr. Poilievre's credibility on this is his embrace of cryptocurrency. Last time I checked, Bitcoin has lost 19% of its value in a week, so that's not good. So I think that he's got a problem on this.
Michelle, let me go to you. Pierre Poilievre, when he was responding to the former Bank of Canada governor who appeared with me on Question Period, David Dodge, who called literally his attack on the bank BS. We had to bleep the word. But then Mr. Poilievre had tweeted out right after, "I'm just getting started." Then he gets to the debate and said, "I'll go further. I'll fire Tiff Macklem." What do you make about this strategy and the substance?
This is all about pulling in younger voters. You know, the people who are investing in cryptocurrencies are typically age, 18 to 34, probably really looking for ways to avoid inflation, jump into the market. And for a while there, they were doing well with it, thinking that they had found something new and interesting and beneficial. But as we've seen over the past few weeks, these currencies are very volatile. So he's trying to pull in these younger voters to come and join the Conservative Party. Again, a conservative leadership race is all about getting memberships and getting money, and he's doing that through the cryptocurrency. And I would say it's bordering on the line of obsession with Bitcoin.
Okay, let me just put some perspective here, Rick. The Bank of Canada has got an inflation goal of 2%. It's 6.7%. So there's a legitimate question. Did they get it right in 2021 and this year in terms of rates? And by the way, Mr. Poilievre, yes, he's criticizing Tiff Macklem, but as many have pointed out, Jean Chrétien in 1993 called out the then Bank of Canada governor, John Crow, famously saying, "I'm not here to support financial institutions. I'm here to support Canadians." What's different from Chrétien 93 to Poilievre 2022?
Well, the other thing about this that's fascinating, Evan, is that Pierre is correct to address the question of blockchain and crypto. Bitcoin is one of the many elements of blockchain. And Michelle Rempel-Garner posted a really interesting post on Twitter today. It should be a subject of discussion. There is no doubt about it that rational people can talk about crypto, but rational people do not talk about removing the bank of governor because of a disagreement over where inflation is. Inflation targets are set. There is room for criticism on the Bank of Canada that they were slow on this. On the other hand, Evan, 2 years ago, we were in the middle of a large deflationary event. In other words, the world stopped. And without the Bank of Canada cranking up the printing presses, probably would have been in a much different state than we are right now. It's fine. It's fine to have views on the Bank of Canada. It's fine to have views on crypto. I think in these leadership debates, Evan, my final word is what counts is the ensemble of the presentation, how you present yourself. Is this a prime minister? Is this a future prime minister? Is this the way that they talk? Is this their views? I think he may have come up short last night.
Okay, I just want to say something. By the way, Jean Chrétien never said he'd fire Crow, right. John Crow. John Crow's, I should just say, his term was up and he didn't renew, which is pretty normal. So Crow, he stayed on for a couple months and then he just wasn't renewed. This is different. This is actively firing a governor, which I don't think, I mean, maybe it was Diefenbaker and Coyne when they had that big fight, and that actually changed the system and led to the bank's independence. So there's actually a long history here.